Hi there, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the week of July 17th through the 23rd, 2023 in my Sadie Stickers planner. I'm going to be using this really cute kit called Houseplants. This is an old format kit and is in clearance right now, and I believe it is still available, but I would triple check that because it's been a minute since I purchased it. This kit is in rose gold foil, and I just think it's so cute. I love this little kitty, and the quote box says, "Be like a flower, survive the rain, but use it to grow." I think this is really sweet, all of the little house plants. So again, this is the older format kit, so it's got a lot of neutrals in this really pretty rose gold style. I just love the washi. This is very fine, delicate washi. And then I love the big curvy font. So good. Okay, so I'm going to be using those. And then I've pulled in some extra rose gold things, some dangles. This is from a sampler. I have a little book stack here, some heart bubble deco, some mini tree slices, some mushroom washi. This is from an advent calendar, and then this is actually from Pink Diamond Planner Co. These are just some teeny tiny little icons, also in rose gold. So overall, I am very excited to lay this kit down. I have my notes from that week in my Amanda Rach Lee pre-done bullet journal, and I am ready to get started. So I'm going to speed things up and come back in voiceover. All right, welcome back. So right now I am just going to try and find a couple of things that I realized I was missing. What you're not hearing me say here is that I was out of all the date dots in rose gold for this particular week. I was able to track some down using Charlotte Paper Company stickers that I had, but just good for me to know that I need to stock up on my rose golds. So I decided to use these. They're much bigger numbers than you're supposed to use with these kits, but I think it actually ended up working out really well, and it meant that I was able to get everything in order. So this was a really crazy week, and it happened fairly recently, so now I won't have to dig too far back into my memory to actually do these memory keeping spreads. This is an older kit, which I sort of forgot about while I was doing this because I forgot that there are two long strips and then there's two sort of half strips, and I forgot. You can see me going, oh yeah. So what's amazing is she actually calculated the amount in between each row and then put them all together. So I'm impressed. But I was able to get it down pretty easily. And I think I matched it up okay. There might be a little tiny sliver of a gap there. All right, so this was our first week back from being in New York for over a month. We had a lot going on this week, life-changing stuff going on this week, which I will get to momentarily. And it was a really just overall nutty week. But to start with, I wanted to add the mushroom washi at the top, and I think it was perfect. I love when she does these like very plant-based or floral, intensive, detailed scenes almost at the top that can run along, and I think they go perfectly up top as sort of additional background. And so anytime you see that thicker washi, you should really get it because it always manages to look perfect. So the first thing I did was I wanted to lay down the florals. I was a little wary of doing it given what I had gone through with the florals in the mermaid kit, but I decided that the colors were neutral enough that it wouldn't be as obvious, and I think I was right. They looked really beautiful, and everything is all lined up nice and neat. Um, and then next I start to lay down the full headers. So I use the quote box. The quote box says, "Be like a flower, survive the rain, but use it to grow," which is really beautiful. I decided to put down my weekly trackers to track vitamins and reading for this week. And then I decided I wanted to put a little sort of quote box thing there. I added a weekly tracker to mark the different dinners that I ate. And then I put in a fuller quote box to talk about like the highlight of my week. And I use this sort of wood slice to mark that this was our first week with our brand new kittens. So for those of you who've been watching my videos for a while, our beloved baby Vinny passed away in January, and we have been grieving him and also trying to figure out, next steps. What if we were ready for cats again? And so we ended up following an account on Instagram of a foster cat mom, and she happens to live in the Charlotte area, and she had this trio of kittens, a teen mom and two kitten babies, and we decided that our house was big enough that we could take all three of them. So we applied for application and we were accepted. And so this was the week that we knew that we were going to be able to pick them up. So I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So Monday, we were still in New York. On Monday morning, we packed up the car. We petted my in-laws' cats, Cucumber and BB. We said goodbye to the grandparents and the in-laws. We hopped in the car and drove to Virginia. We like to split the drive up from New York to North Carolina because it's a very, very long drive, and even with two drivers, it's just more comfortable. So in the car, I was listening to A Man Called Uva, which has been made into a motion picture with Tom Hanks and translated A Man Called Otto. They changed the name because Uva, I guess, is too difficult for Americans to understand. So we ended up checking into our hotel, and then we had dinner and drinks at this restaurant that was embedded in the hotel. And we stay at this hotel a lot. It's a really great place, and they are animal friendly, which is one of the reasons why we picked them. On Tuesday morning, this was our second driving day, we had breakfast at the hotel. It's one of our favorite meals that you can get at the hotel because it's a full giant spread. I decided to put the really cute jumpsuit full box there. And so we drove all day, and I just had a million things to do as soon as we got home. So I put in the full box there just to make it separate. And then I kind of created my own quote box using these skinny headers that the kit comes with. And so I went to mark that we watched the second part of the second season of The Bear. We tried to stagger the episodes because there's only so many of them, so we would only watch like one or two a day. But this is an excellent show. Highly recommend. Those are Once More with Love road trip stickers. So I just marked down some of the things that I did when we got home. We called our parents. We put away boxes because we'd ordered stuff from Prime Day that got delivered. We put away stuff in our luggage, and I made some dinner. I had originally was going to go do some grocery shopping, but I was just too tired. I could not deal with it. So I skipped it, and I ended up going the next day. So the next day we had lots and lots of errands to run. My husband started working again. I am off of school until the end. I can hear my kitties howling at each other right now, so I'm laughing. I'm off of school until the middle of August, and then we have about 8 days of professional development that we have to do before the students come at the end of the month. So my goal this week was to cat-proof the home. I did return some overdue library books that I'd taken out and brought with me to New York. I also made a trip to Publix to get some very much needed groceries. And then for my fellow SLPs watching, I participated in the SLP Summit as an onlooker. It's a great free set of continuing education credits that you can get, and they were doing it live this week. My intention was to watch live episodes, and I ran out of time and I sort of forgot. So I ended up not watching it that day, but I've been watching it a lot this week actually. So I had to do UPS. I bought a lot of produce, and I decided to do a full like TikTok ASMR type berry wash using baking soda and all this other stuff. So that was great. I built a cat tree, which was really fun. I love like building furniture and stuff. It's kind of a weird hobby of mine. And then I had a Zoom with my friend Lynette, and we just sort of gabbed about all the things that we did when we were in New York together. On Thursday, my husband had some doctor's appointments in the morning, and I had to build a second cat scratcher. I ordered litter boxes. I cleaned the office. I cat-proofed the office, and then I decided to film some of the Plan With Me's that I didn't get to film in New York, many of which are already available to watch. So that was kind of fun. And then I just threw a couple of stickers in there to break up a lot of the white space. And we ended up watching some of The Bear in the evening. I believe that was the Christmas episode, which is really like a full-length movie. I think it's about an hour and a half long, so we broke that up into sections. But it was nice just to be back home and have a clean house, clean space. I actually like took pleasure in cleaning the house, which is not something I normally do. And then on Friday, we were really excited because the cat carriers that we had ordered finally arrived. We needed 3, although we only ended up using 1 because they were also tiny. So my husband had to work for the majority of the day. So in the morning, I just managed the Amazon orders and called my parents and showered. We also made an Instagram account, which if you would like to follow the kitties, I will list it down below. It is a really, really sweet account. It's just mostly pictures of the 3 kittens playing together, doing things together, and it's really, really gotten a lot of followers because some of the foster cat moms account followers have started following us as well, which was really fun. So I continued to cat-proof the home. The countdown begins, I think. And then I decided to use, this is special, she doesn't have a shop anymore, Pumpkin Paper Co., but I had all these really cute cat stickers. And so I decided to use these 3 cats to represent the kitties that we have. There's a calico, an orange cat, and a black cat. And their names are Eloise, Simone, and Scooter, and they are our new lovely little babies. And we're so happy to have them in our home. So we kept them all together in one of the guest bedrooms it's a carpeted bedroom with no furniture in it except for the cat tree that we built. We had a cat fountain, we had cat toys, we made it as comfortable for them as possible, and the reason that it is carpeted will become of much bigger concern later on. I won't spoil it for you, but if you go to the account, you will discover why this becomes an issue later. So on Saturday, we just spent the majority of the day playing with our new babies, and I did a lot of just regular house stuff. So I gave myself a manicure, I washed some blankets, I edited and filmed a lot more Plan With Me stuff, cleaning the litter boxes, that was a new sort of task. At the time, there was only one litter box for the three of them because we figured, oh, they're tiny. And the reality is they can definitely, all three of them can definitely fill at least 2 litter boxes. So at this point, everybody was adjusting well and happy to be in our house. And that was it's really special and fun to have them here. I can see them squirming right now. So we had to make sure that I washed all of the blankets, just kept everything clean, and then it was Shark Week for me. And then I just marked, and I can't remember the name of the shop off the top of my head, but I love their stuff, and I'll link it down below. Just enjoying our new family. So we ordered poke bowls and watched a movie that I had not seen in a very long time called The Siege, which was filmed in Dumbo when I was growing up there, and it was like an eerie sort of 9/11 precursor. I don't recommend it as a movie for people to see. There are much better action movies out there, but it was just more nostalgic for me to watch it. It's very problematic to watch it now, and I was, just cognizant of that as I watched it. But Sunday, we had our Sunday breakfast with pancakes. I filmed some more Plan With Me's and just played with the kittens, and that was kind of my whole day. And little did I know it would be our last kind of normal day for a while. So, but there's more to come on that. I'll sort of give you a teaser. So I'm just flipping through. I had bought this beautiful sheet that I originally planned to use with Vinny, and when he passed away, I couldn't even look at it. So I kind of buried it deep in my notebook, knowing that I wouldn't see it for a while. And now I'm grateful that I get to use it again. I was just looking for some kind of accent to put in the little box. That's kind of my favorite thing, is a little doodle sticker with some kind of accent and then the words. And so I think overall it looks great. Okay, so here we go. This is the full spread. I think it came out so pretty. I absolutely love the way the colors go together. It's neutral, but still really fun. I liked all of the rose gold. It's very, very sparkly. Like in comparison to last week, this one kind of takes the cake. I think the fancy mushroom washi over the top really does the best job. But anyway, I think this is such a great kit. Highly recommend. Get it while you can. And thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for next week. Take care.